Hello, my name's Kevin. Welcome back to the Bad Back Gardener. Today we're going to be planting my early peas here. I'm going to be planting some snap peas and preparing this bed here for them and putting up a fence to support them. Mix them in some compost and some potting soil in my raised beds. These are the ones from last year that I'll be doing here. One of the advantages of the raised bed is that I just got a good half an inch to an inch of rain this morning, and so in that amount of time I still can work with the soil. It's a little damp, it's a little wet, but it's not terrible. I actually have prepared the other half of this bed already by I tilled it up, and then I've put 2 bags of potting soil and a bag of compost, cow manure on it, and spread it out. I'm going to mix it up a little bit with the tiller here, and I'll till this side up, do the same thing to it, and then I'm going to put up some support for the peas to grow on, and then we'll plant the peas. So right now I'm going to start by tilling this up here, and we'll get started on that. Pretty good here. So what I'll do now is I'm going to add these bags, 2 potting soil and 1 compost to our mix here. Spread this around here. Nice even here. Try and break up any big clumps ahead of time here. Now I'll add some compost, cow manure, composted cow manure. And we'll use 1 bag for each section of this here. And then we'll spread that around a little bit here. Okay, now we're caught up to the other side. So both sides are done now. So now I'll take my tiller. And I'll mix it all. Just kind of mix that up a little bit and get it ready for planting. And then we'll put our support on here. Now I'll get my rake. My rake here, and we'll smooth it all out even. Alrighty, okay, now I'm going to bring a fence down and put it in for the support for the peas. Hammer here. Line it back up here. I'm going to take some twine and retie it here, because a lot of this string that's holding this together is from last year, so and we'll tie it back on there so it doesn't come off. This side started to come off already. And we are ready to plant some seeds. So, first kind I'm going to plant today is called Super Sugar Snack. And all I'm going to do is just take my finger, press it down to about my knuckle here, and just stick it in there. Go about every 2 to 3 inches. And I'm not going to plant it all, the whole side at once. I'm just going to plant 2 different kinds, one on each side. But I'm going to go down about halfway because I want to plant again in a couple weeks. So I get a delayed harvest, or so I don't get everything all at one time. I get 2 crops, and then one will be getting about done, and the other one will start. So that's about halfway there. Then we take our seeds, put them in the hole. They don't go down quite far enough. Take your finger and push them down. Alright. There's that one. Now all I do is to go back, fill that in, and we'll take our other kind. This one's called Tender Sweet. This is a new kind I haven't tried yet. This is the first year I'm trying this one. I think it's a shorter shorter pea, but it'll vine up some, but it won't get as tall as the other ones. It's supposed to stay more compact, I believe. So, straighten this side out. The same thing on this side. Take some of these. And what I'm actually going to do, and I didn't do it on that side, but I'm going to do it on that. I'll go back and do it on that side. Is I take and in between the two and out about 3 inches this way, so I get like kind of a triangle of seeds. Is I'll put another hole there, and that enables me to get a little bit more seeds in a small space, and they're still about the right distance away from each other to be planted, and they'll grow up. They'll still look for support, and they'll grow that way. So now I'm going to take and cover these ones up. Okay, now I got the peas planted. What I do normally is I kind of double plant here. I plant the peas in the middle of the bed, and then on the outside of the bed I plant a row of onions on each side, and that way I kind of get double use out of the bed. The peas tend to grow more not up and in, and then the onions will stay here, so it kind of does double duty here and gets me a nice space for my onions. I've had good luck doing that, so that's what I normally do. So that's about it for this episode. Glad you tuned in. And just remember, if your back ain't hurting, you ain't working.